The power of preservation, how history's titans harness their energy. In a world saturated with messages urging instant gratification and the relentless pursuit of pleasure, a quiet counter-narrative echoes from the annals of history. It is the story of a hidden discipline, a conscious choice to preserve and redirect one of the body's most fundamental creative forces, known as semen retention or sexual transmutation. This practice is not about repression, but about transformation, a deliberate alchemy that some of humanity's greatest minds used to forge their legacies. The core idea is elegantly simple. The energy expended in sexual release is not merely biological waste, but a potent form of personal power. When conserved, this energy doesn't vanish. It seeks other outlets. It is believed to amplify mental clarity, deepen focus, ignite creative sparks, and fuel an unwavering drive. Think of it as the body's most vital resource. Scatter it, and you feel drained. Concentrate it, and you can power extraordinary endeavors. History offers compelling testimony for this principle. Consider the relentless innovator, Steve Jobs. He was famously intrigued by the power of conserved energy, viewing it as a direct fuel for creativity and focus. This wasn't a casual interest, it was a practiced discipline. By consciously preserving this vital force, he channeled a ferocious intensity into his work, manifesting visions that reshaped the modern world. His ability to think different was arguably sustained by a personal energy economy few managed to replicate. Then, turn to the spiritual and intellectual giant Swami Vivekananda. He directly credited his profound mental faculties to the practice of Brahmacharya's celibacy. He spoke of achieving a picture-click memory, where complex philosophical lectures would organize themselves in his mind without conscious effort. For him, conserved sexual energy was transmuted directly into intellectual and spiritual luminosity, allowing him to deliver messages of staggering power that resonated across continents. In the realm of pure willpower and physical dominance, Muhammad Ali remains an icon. His supreme confidence in the ring was a psychological weapon. This aura of invincibility, many close observers note, was rooted in a profound discipline of self-mastery. By exercising control over his base impulses, he conserved an inner reservoir of energy that translated into explosive power, resilience, and a mental toughness that could intimidate opponents before a single punch was thrown. The archetype of the celibate genius finds its purest expression in Nikola Tesla. He made a conscious, lifelong commitment to celibacy, dedicating every erg of his vital energy to the act of invention. The result was a torrent of creativity that seemed superhuman, alternating current, the Tesla coil, visions of wireless energy. He worked tirelessly on little sleep, powered by a focused, almost burning, internal fire. Tesla himself saw his sexual energy as the very source of his inventive genius, a sacred fuel to be spent only on discovery. These stories point not to abstinence for its own sake, but to the practice of sexual transmutation, the conscious redirection of primal energy into creative, intellectual or physical pursuits. The process is practical, not mystical. It begins with recognizing the urge's raw power. The modern mistake is to either indulge it mindlessly or to suppress it with grim resistance. Transmutation offers a third path, productive redirection. When the impulse arises, one does not fight it in bed. One gets up and acts, and channel that surging energy into your body through exercise, push-ups, a sprint, weightlifting. Channel it into your mind through study, writing, or strategic planning. Use it to create art, solve a problem, or build something. The action itself is the alchemical process, transforming restless desire into tangible skill, strength, or innovation. This repeated practice builds the mental architecture of a creator, not just a consumer. Yet today, the greatest barrier to this ancient discipline is a modern one: our engineered digital environment. Social media and streaming platforms are sophisticated attention markets, and their most reliable currency is our biological instinct. Hypersexualized content, suggestive algorithms, and pervasive adultine humor are not accidental. They are designed to trigger continuous low-grade arousal. This state keeps us distracted, addicted to novelty, and mentally fragmented, making the focused calm required for transmutation feel alien. It is a form of systemic brainwashing that saps the collective focus and willpower of a generation. To walk the path of these titans, therefore, requires first declaring independence from this digital trap. It demands curating your information diet with ruthless intent, removing triggers, and reclaiming sovereignty over your attention. The mental energy saved from not being perpetually stimulated becomes the foundational capital for your own ambitions. In the end, the lesson from Job's Vivekananda, Ali, and Tesla is not that sex is wrong, but that conscious choice is powerful. They understood a fundamental law: energy follows intention. By choosing to redirect their most vital energy from momentary release toward monumental creation, they achieved the extraordinary. They proved that within every person lies a reservoir of potential power. The question is not about denial, but about direction. Will you let that power dissipate, or will you, like history's giants, channel it to build, conquer, and illuminate. The potential, as they demonstrate it, rests entirely on where you choose to aim your focus.